My sewing room has been buzzing lately, and there are a lot of projects in the works. If you're interested in hearing about what's coming up next, please stay tuned till the end of the video and I'll give you some quick highlights. Today we are going to make a peasant crop top that's going to be a breeze. The crop top is one of 3 elements included in the joyful pattern. As we walk through the construction steps for our top today, I did use my serger quite a bit. Using a serger to complete your doll fashions is completely optional, so if you don't have one, that's not a problem. However, if you do have one, I encourage you to try to use it and use it often. It creates a really beautiful finish on the inside of the garments. The cropped peasant top is easily constructed and includes just 3 pieces as shown here. We have the top front, the 2 top back sections, and also the sleeve. Our first step in the construction is to turn up that sleeve edge 3/8 of an inch, give it a press to form the casing, and top stitch it. Next, we'll pin the sleeves to the front and to the back bodice by matching the single notch to the front of the top and the double notches to the back, and we'll sew the underarm seam. With the sleeves attached to the front and the back of the bodice, we're going to trim down that seam allowance. Next, we'll grab our elastic and run it through the sleeves, securing it at one end, fitting it to the doll's wrist, and securing that second side. With the elastic secured in each sleeve, we'll place the top right sides together and sew the underarm and side seam. With our side seam sewn, we'll take it over to the ironing board and press those seams open. You do want to go ahead and remember that you want to trim in towards this seam allowance because you're going to be turning the waist edge up to form that casing, and you don't want to get stuck on that seam. So turn the top edge as well as the bottom edge up 3/8 of an inch to form the casing. Before turning the edges down to form those casings, I did choose to use my serger to finish all of the raw edges. With our top and bottom edges turned under, we'll go ahead and top stitch those casings in place. With our casing sewn, we'll grab our elastic and install it the same way we did at the sleeve edge, securing it at one side, fitting it to the doll's waist and around their shoulders, and getting it secured at that second side. You'll pull the elastic and get the fit just under the doll's bust. With the waist edge complete, we'll go ahead and run the elastic through the top casing in the same way. After securing the first end, we'll get a fit to the doll, secure the second end, and we're almost finished with our project. With the elastic secure, we'll place the top right sides together and sew the center back seam. With our center back seam sewn, we'll get the top turned right side out and get those final photographs. As you can see from our final photographs, our peasant crop top turned out perfectly. This style of top really does complement the beautiful figure of the SmartDoll. I invite you to turn into the channel later this week to see the unboxing of the brand new Ellowyne and Nema dolls. The dolls are being released through the virtual doll convention, and I'll leave a link to them in the description below. The VDC recently started Anne's Clubhouse and the Wild Imagination subscription. If you're a fan of the RTB 101 body doll, then I want to encourage you to stay tuned to the VDC because the Grace subscription will be starting before the end of the year. Don't forget to mark your calendars for October and check out the VDC website for information about Tonnerfest 2024. That concludes all the updates and our video for today. Thank you so much for coming along and spending your time with me. If you have any questions, please list it in the comment section below. As always, I thank you for your time and for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.